Hello and welcome to CNN News 18. This is Kumolika Sengupta. Today, we will make you all meet to the person his supporters and workers tell that he's the most dynamic, vibrant Chief Minister of Northeast. He can tune in to Summer of 69 at any point of time and also fight fierce political battle and also get a recognition for a Northeast state in international map. Yes, we have with us today Conrad Sangma, the Chief Minister of Meghalaya, is joining us today. Warm welcome to Conrad Sangma. Thank you for joining us in our program and congrats for your great achievements in the international map.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you very much.
Mr. Sangma, the first question comes up that Meghalaya has gotten international recognition. So, can you, in the UN map, you went to Geneva and you got this award for Meghalaya, state in Northeast. What's the feel and what is this award, if you could elaborate?
Well, it feels, of course, very good, and it makes us proud. It makes our state proud, and obviously the country also proud, because our project and our state was the only one that got the award from India, and we competed against other nations, which was a very tough competition. And this project is something that has been something we've been working on for a very long time. I am kind of from the IT background myself, and therefore I've been a person who believes in technology and the use of technology to deliver services. And what we realized is that different departments were trying to do things on their own. So you would find some small software coming up in some department, another software in another department. And we realize that until unless they don't talk to each other, and we don't have a proper blueprint and a proper map that ultimately connects all these different departments, then the efforts will not bear fruits the way it should. So what we did was we created what we call the Meghalaya Enterprise Architecture. It's a very fancy name for a blueprint of the entire governance process, from government to business, and government to citizens. The idea was to connect all of these processes and allow them to talk to each other. So what we started off first was by allowing the government to government process to improve. So here we have something called the e-proposals that we started, which is what was recognized. And in this basic technology, what we do is we enable the process of approving a proposal from the conception stage to approving it. We make it completely paperless, and it's completely online. And more importantly, what used to take anything between 45 to 60 days, today is taking a matter of just 24 hours. So that's the kind of time that we are saving.
So, the
And
other
in the
competitors
future, we
were like
expect.
China and the big players were there. So, what really made the Meghalaya take that award, snatch that award, and what will this help in the government process, as you were saying?
So was of course others also have done very well. I mean, obviously they're very advanced nations. But what made Meghalaya's project unique was that we connected these to the Sustainable Development Goals. So whatever projects we take up, whatever activities we do, and the services we deliver to the people, it directly connects and reflects towards different kind of different kind of points that are there in the sustainable development goals. We've got different points that are there that we need to achieve. So these activities then connect to the sustainable development goal. And as you know, for the UN, sustainable development goals is a top priority. So when they saw that our Meghalaya enterprise architecture and the e-proposals connected it to the SDGs, that played a very important role in the entire process.
And like for a common man, now all the departments of Meghalaya, this will be, paperless. Can we say that everything will be connected via NET?
So it's a process that will take time. It's not that everything will
Okay.
happen in a day or in a year's time.
Hmm.
So we have started with the
Hmm.
government to government process becoming smooth, and that would mean everything from the proposal level to sanctioning it to even making the payments that will become automatic. But as we move along, we will ultimately make this connected to the citizen-centric services and ensure that the citizens are also able to get advantage of it, and the services
Okay.
become seamless and easy for the public also.
Okay, so that's great. Last 5 years, do you think I mean, you obviously think so. Last 5 years, how Meghalaya has changed, and why will people of Meghalaya again have faith on you? Because next year is the exam, elections.
So, in the last 4 years, in spite of a large number of challenges, and as we know, COVID has disrupted a large amount of work for all governments throughout the country and the world. In spite of those challenges, we were very focused on few principles that we felt were important. Number one was we wanted to ensure that whatever we are doing, whatever the development work that's happening, the overall efficiency must go up. And say if we were able to spend 1 rupee in the last, term, or last government, why can't we make it efficient and why can't we spend more? So when we were building kilometers of roads, is it possible that we can build 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers instead of one? So we tried to ensure that the overall governance improved, efficiency improved. And that we did by ensuring that proper planning went into everything that we were doing. Apart from the planning, it was important that from the top, the chief minister should monitor what's happening in every department, call regular meetings. So what I'm trying to say is, we didn't do very different things. We just did them differently, as I call it. So here we are at the bottom of the immunization chart when we took over, and today we are in the top three. So the same immunization program, but it's just been done in a much better manner. We were at a point where PMGSY schemes were about to be scrapped by Government of India because of not completion for the past 15 years. And today we are one of the better performing states, and we have completed more than 5 times the roads that were made in the last 15 years we've done in the last 5 years. We had only 4,000 houses that had water pipe connections. And today, in a matter of 2 years, from 4,000 households, we have 2.5 lakh households that are connected to piped water supply. We had a big issue when it came to problems MGNRAGS, where we were like at 400, 500 crores was our annual expenditure. Today, it has tripled to 1,500 crores. Under NRLM, we used to spend nearly about 2 to 3 crores a year. Today, we are spending close to 100 crores a year. And with this, thousands and lakhs of women are benefiting at the grassroots level. So, what we ensured was we just made sure that the engine works better. We ensured that the efficiency improved. We ensured that monitoring took place. And that's why today, in a matter of 4 years, we are spending double on our development budget compared to what it was 4 years back. And that's a huge amount. So 100% jump has been there in the development budget. Well,
You're
elections,
running,
it's something
yes.
I can't, it's something I can't say. Obviously, we have done what we could. It is up to the people to decide. And I hope that people will see all the work that we have done, and hope that they will give us a chance. It's not just development aspects, but we have also realized that issues related to women, issues related to youth, and issues related to farmers have been given top priority in this government. So let us see when the elections come, and we'll see how the elections go.
So coalition is difficult. You said, I remember when you were in Manipur and you were running a coalition government with the BJP support, a little bit of BJP support. What support have you really got from central government, from Narendra Modi today at this juncture? What do you feel? What type of support the central government has given or they have not given?
I think it will not be possible to give numbers in one go, but there's been tremendous support, and the kind of focus and attention that Honorable Prime Minister has given to the Northeast is really something one can admire. I'm not trying to compare, but there is no other way but to show by comparison that the kind of interest that we get from the government officials, from the ministers, the continuous visits that are made, the continuous priority that is given. We go to Delhi and we ask for appointments to meet and put in our problems. They're resolved, in matter of hours, if not days. So therefore, I mean, if, in matter of days, if not hours. So we are seeing that there is a special attention being given. And definitely the states that are performing well, who are able to implement the projects well, then we are getting additional funds. For example, in the last 2 years, we are one of the few states under JJM which has got bonus money more than what was in the
Okay.
budget, because we implemented it well. So after implementation was done, we utilized the entire budget provision. Government of India last year gave us 400 crores more because of the good work that was done by the state government. So
So
we are
will
getting a lot of support.
NPP, right? So will NPP go alone in the fight or they'll take BJP or after election results, decisions?
See, I think if you remember my interview with you in Manipur, I have
The last
told you this
interview.
in Manipur also, that in every election that we fight on our principles and on our ideology. So therefore, we will fight on our ideology and on our principles and in our own stand. And therefore, that's because that's the whole value and the whole idea of having a political party, that people should know what your ideology is. And the election is a time when you make people aware about those ideologies. But once the people decide that that's the mandate they want to give, then it becomes a situation where we have to deal with the political complications and move forward.
Who is your main opposition? Mukul Sangma, big name from Meghalaya, shifted over to Trinamool Congress. Is Trinamool the new your opposition, or the Congress, the dying, decaying Congress with Vincent Pala coming and contesting there is your main opposition? And like we just came to know that Abhishek Banerjee is also going to visit on 16th. So who is your main opposition?
See, to be very fair to the entire situation right now, the opposition is divided, and that's always a good thing for the ruling side. So you had a very strong Congress and a strong opposition that was there, and with the departure of Dr. Mukul and his team, we saw a large, a kind of group going out, and that has weakened the opposition, and that has kind of built a stronger confidence for the people towards the ruling government. So it's a natural advantage that was there based on the decision that was made by the opposition. So that's something that is plus. But having said that, elections are never easy, so we will never take any of our oppositions lightly. I am a person who has seen a lot of politics, especially from my father's time, and I've realized one thing, that never take things for granted. So therefore, you have to work very hard. For me, all and every opposition is important. Every opposition is tough. Every candidate is an opposition, and a very strong opposition. So I go with a very strong mindset that we need to fight and never be overconfident.
And
But
what's
looking at
your
the
take on
political
Abhishek
scenario,
Banerjee going there?
yeah, I think parties have to organize. So he has the right to come and organize his party. There are challenges within the TMC also. Fractures are there in the TMC also. So I
Are
guess
they
they'll have
joining
to
you?
figure out
Are
how.
some MLAs joining you?
Well, they may
Are
join,
some
but I will not
MLAs
tell you
from
right now. Yeah, they may join,
any
but I will
names?
not tell you right now. Sorry.
You said it on camera. So, but environment is an
They,
issue
they, they
which
may they
Trinamool
may
is
join, but I
putting.
will not tell you right now, sir. Sorry.
My last question is: they are putting an issue that environment is an issue which the government has not taken. Your government has not taken care of
Environment, did you say?
environment. The way there are Supreme Court orders. Still, things are not good from the environment perspective. Meghalaya was supposed to be different. That perspective is coming on. Why?
See, mining has been something that has been going on in our state for the last 200 years. People have been mining it. People's livelihood depends on mining. Now, the balance that every government has to face always is between balancing livelihood, employment, economy, and on the other side, the environment in today's world. Therefore, it's never an easy task or a decision to balance both these. There will always be plus and there will be always minus. Now, we cannot just simply neglect the economy and say, well, let people have no livelihood and let people lose their jobs. So, with the current situation that we face, yes, because of the NGT ban that was there, because of different laws in environment, because of the court rulings, there are challenges. But I am very clear in my mind that while these challenges are there, the important part for any government is to have the right policies in place, right technologies in place to ensure that a balance is struck between the economy and the ecology. Sometimes the balance is not always, right there. It will
Yes.
keep moving, and then we will keep shifting. So we need to take steps to balance those things out, and it's a challenge. So I don't say that it's not a challenge, but it's not correct to say that we're not doing anything. Today, maybe our government is one of the first and a few governments that have started a large number of innovative projects, like what we have just launched about 3 days back, what we call the payment for ecosystem
Yes.
services. These is for the first time in the country, we have a program where government will be preempting the destruction of forest by paying the people who are living around those forests cash money and incentive, to protect and become volunteers to actually preserve the forest.
Absolutely.
And this kind of innovative programs are required in today's world. And I'm happy to say that Meghalaya is showing the way in this. And I hope that other states also will follow in this. And this is the
So,
largest PES program in the world.
so this was really a great chat with you, where Northeast State Meghalaya is really in the international map, and we are all proud of it. And obviously, the way you are getting ready for the next year's exam. This was Conrad Sangma. Thanks joining for to in our show, and also giving emphasis on the every political perspective that he has, and he's not taking any opposition very lightly, is taking everybody seriously, and he is going to get his preparations ready. Thanks a lot, Mr. Sangma, and hope to get more interviews before elections, and when we are there in Meghalaya,
Definitely.
and also when we
Definitely.
are not there in Meghalaya. Thanks a lot.
You're always welcome. You're always welcome to Meghalaya. Thank you so much.